Hello, welcome to OMAT. I'm so glad you're here. I really think these mindful exercises are so very important. I practice them every day because I want control. I want control of as many things as I can have control of in my world. So these mindful exercises put things into perspective. What do I have control of and how can I control those things? That's what that gives me, because I think that I have control over everything. Like, I could plan a fantastic day and then it starts raining and I lose my mind. I start crying. Why am I not in control? Instead, as I practice being mindful, I learn what I'm in control of and what I'm not. And instead of shaking my fist at the rain all day whilst crying, I will say things like, looks like I need an umbrella today. So I can manage emotions by having control. That control comes with the flexibility of practicing mindfulness. I know there's a lot of contradicting words there, so let's practice and we can see, we can get into that control of what? Just my mind and my body. Only my mind and my body. That is what I'm in control of. So let's practice that. Where is the mind and the body right now? Because my body's here, but my mind could be what's happening tomorrow. Why did I say that yesterday? So let's get present. One of the ways to get present is to feel your feet on the ground. Actually focus on it. And this is an exercise because we have to use our focus. Focus on where your feet is. Your mind starts recognizing where you are, and they start aligning with each other. And then we can get into our first exercise here. We're going to practice gratitude. This is a practice of flexibility because I need to be flexible to not only see certain things in life, not only see the bad. It's very available to look at. I also want to notice what I can be grateful for. And that's a practice, just like anything else. Let's practice. Let's see what we can be grateful for 1 minute. Let's wrap for now. Find some water, take a little sip. It'll help us move on. And if you feel like, I don't know, your gratitude is, the list is too short, or you weren't sure what to put on it, the list is ridiculous. Well, if it's too short, it means you participated, even a little bit. And if it's ridiculous, I love that for you. Let's keep going. Let's go into meditation. Again, this takes some focus. What do I have control over? If I focus, if I practice, I can have control over my mind. So these thoughts that are relentless, that are useless, that go on and make us not be able to sleep or not be able to work, I have control over that. And now I'm going to practice it by deciding what I'm going to think about. Maybe today it's following my breath. That is a thought. It's a thought instead of, what am I doing after this? What am I doing after that? What am I doing before? Why did I do that before? Those are thoughts too. Pick your thought. What do you want to think about? Let's sit in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed. Breathe. As we come back, let's hydrate, have some water. Maybe think about how was the control, because that's the practice. And if you manage to keep coming back to the thought that you wanted to think about, you're sharpening your focus. Next time you're sitting there with a relentless thought, you could actually interrupt the thought. That's one. Ask yourself, do I need to be thinking about this right now? And most of the time it's no. Now you're going to practice moving on. What don't you want to think about? Write it down. That might release it from your mind. But don't worry about what it will or won't do. The practice is writing right now. What we're doing is practice doing right now. So let's write right now. Let's wrap for now. Find some water. And what does writing do for me? Sometimes me writing gives me the focus and the discipline to write something down instead of say something. Believe me, nobody needs to hear everything that's going on in my mind. Some of that is just for my journal. Rip it up, move on. Let's go into the yoga stretch. We're going to do a sun salutation. What does that mean? It is from one pose to another, creating a flow. Now, once we do it, if we feel the flow, great. If we don't feel the flow, we're going from one pose to the next. That's it. Let's try it out. Inhale the arms up. Let's stay here for a little while, looking up, feeling the stretch in the back. And when you're ready, fold forward. And we're going to hang over our feet. Basically, we just reached for the ceiling and reached for our toes. We don't have to reach exactly our toes, just like we don't have to reach the ceiling. When you're ready, halfway lift, flat back. And let's get into our high plank. Plant your palms down, step your feet back, and then lower all the way to the ground. Now your feet are pointed. Push against the ground, and your chest comes up, head comes up, look up. And if you like it there, stay for a couple moments. We'll meet you in down dog. Hips up into an upside down V with your body. Trying to get your heels close to the ground. And sometimes I practice by bending one knee and then the other, and I could feel the heels trying to reach for the ground. And now we walk forward and start coming up, meeting our palms above the head, exhaling them down to the center of the chest. And of course, we could be moving slower than the instructions are saying. That's fine. When you get there, have some water. And let's get into our plank. So if we want to stay present, we're going into a plank. Let's get in that present ready position. Get your mind and body aligned with being willing to do a plank, because it's coming in 3, 2, 1. Plank pose right now. Be present in that plank pose. Hum to yourself if that's helpful. Practice the plank. That's 10 seconds. Now in this practice, we need to conjure up a lot of energy, and we're going to experiment on how we do that. That's 20 seconds in. Sometimes I do hum to myself. I sing to myself. It does take more energy out of me, but it's a way for me to keep busy for the 30 seconds. Sometimes I stay calm and I try to meditate and plank at the same time. It doesn't mean I get there, but that is a practice. It's an experiment. For 20 seconds, what would you like to conjure up? How do you want to talk to your body and mind to help conjure up for 10 more seconds the amount of energy you need to finish this as strong as your body and mind will allow for today, for 3, 2, 1, you're done. Come down off your plank. Take a few moments, catch your breath, stretch your way back. You notice I'm not in a rush. Have some water, have some credit. It's a very challenging pose, as you know, as soon as you get into it. So congratulations if you were even up there for a moment. Let's take that energy and put it into breaking some procrastination. A lot of the difficulty in procrastination is having a big goal and then not being able to break it down into something small. So we're going to experiment by looking for a 1-minute task, a 10-second task. Whatever it is, let it be small. Let it, allow it, and take action right now. Let's wrap for now. Another difficult thing, have some water, is to wrap the project, especially if it's so short. You want to get a sense of satisfaction, feel satisfied, and if you don't, let's not dwell there. Let's keep going. Let's go into, again, the present. Right now, we're doing some connection. We're attempting some connection. We're experimenting with our connection muscle. How do you want to connect? Let's practice that. However it comes out, let's practice right now. Let's wrap the attempt for now, even if we didn't get to that goal. Remember, it's just 1 minute. Have some water and let's move forward. Let's go into our aerobics. Let's move our body. In a way, we could bring the gratitude exercise into this. Allow it to happen. I'm so grateful that I'm able to move the parts I'm about to exercise. Let's take that gratitude into movement in 3, 2, 1. Move your body. That body you get to move. Can you just move one part? Move that part. Exercise it as a thank you to your own body. That's 10 seconds. Now remember, this is mandatory. We have to exercise just like we have to eat. So if you're doing it, great. That's 20 seconds of you taking care of you. What does that look like? Put some energy into it if you can. And let's go for 30 more seconds. We're more than halfway done. Does that make you slow down, or does it make you conjure up a little bit more energy to throw into the final 20 seconds? How do you want to finish this exercise? How do you want to go about this exercise? Let's show ourselves what we can do for 10 seconds. Keep building, even though there's only 5 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, you're done. Great job. Thank you for practicing OMAT today.